Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, we are going to discuss one numerical on admission of a partner. So let us read the question. Rajiv and Sanjeev are partners in a firm sharing profit in a ratio of 3:2 respectively. They admit Vijay as a new partner. Rajiv surrenders 1/4 of his share and Sanjeev 1/3 of his share in favor of Vijay. Calculate new profit sharing ratio of Rajiv, Sanjeev and Vijay. So in this, the old ratio between Rajiv and Sanjeev is given, that is 3:2, and the share contributed by Rajiv and Sanjeev is given. So first we have to find out the exact share which Rajiv has contributed to Vijay and Sanjeev has contributed to Vijay from their own share. So for calculation for the share which Rajiv has contributed is calculated by multiplying 3/5 to 1/4 and we got 3/20. And the amount of share of profit contributed by Sanjeev is calculated by 2/5 multiplied by 1/3, we got 2/15. So for calculating the new share of Rajiv, we have to subtract 3/20 out of its old share, that is 3/5. So we got 9/20. And similarly, for the new share of Rajiv, we have to subtract 2/15 from the 2/5, which is the old profit share of the Sanjeev. So we got 4/15. Now we have already calculated the share of Rajiv and Sanjeev. So for calculating the share of Vijay, we have to add the share which Rajiv and Sanjeev has contributed or donated to Vijay. For that we have to add 3/20 and 2/15, which after that we receive, that is 17/60. So for calculating the new ratio, we have to take the LCM of 20, 15 and 60, and finally we receive the new ratio as 27:16:17. In the same question, there is one more part where it is given that Anita and Sunita are partners in a firm sharing profit in a ratio of 3:2 respectively. They admitted Vinita, a new partner, for 1/4 share. The new profit sharing ratio between Anita and Sunita will be 2:1, and we are asked to calculate their sacrificing ratio. So in this, the old ratio between Anita and Sunita is given, that is 3:2, and the share of Vinita is also given, that is 1/4. So first we have to find out the remaining share between Anita and Sunita. For that we have to subtract 1/4 from 1, we got 3/4. So 3/4 is the amount of share of profit which would be distributed between Anita and Sunita. So for calculating the share of Anita, we have to multiply 3/4 by 2/3 and we got 2/4 as the new share of Anita after the admission of Vinita. Similarly, Sunita's new share can also be calculated by multiplying 3/4 into 1/3 and we got 1/4. And now taking the LCM, we got the new profit sharing ratio between Anita, Sunita and Vinita, that is 2:1:1. So now we have the new profit sharing ratio between all the three partners. Now we can easily calculate the sacrificing ratio of Anita and Sunita by subtracting new share from the old share. So for calculating the sacrificing ratio of Anita, the old share is 3/5 and new share is 2/4. So after subtracting 2/4 from 3/5, we got 2/20. For sacrificing ratio of Sunita, again we have to subtract new share from old share. So 1/4 is subtracted from 2/5 and we got 3/20. Now taking the LCM of 2 by 20 and 3 by 20, we got sacrificing ratio of Anita to Sunita is equals to 2:3.